Hi, my name is Rebecca Dunphy and I'm part of the Sutherland Adaptive and Collaborative Communities team. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use Facebook Live as a tool to stream your Teams or Zoom meeting to share information with your community and get immediate feedback. Examples of situations you might find this helpful is if you're hosting an AGM or a town hall meeting or have another piece of consultation or a project that you want to share with your community. COVID-19 has made us all adjust to working in an online world. Though this has brought a lot of challenges, it also has brought a lot of really interesting opportunities in terms of community engagement and its accessibility. Before the pandemic, it was also often difficult to get the numbers you wanted at a meeting, be it due to people's schedules, the distance they had to drive, or other factors. By having a live stream of your event, you're able to share your information with a wider audience while getting immediate feedback through comments or messages. It also conveniently saves a video onto your group's Facebook page. To use the method I'm talking about today for Facebook Live, you're going to need two main things. The first one is a paid Zoom or Microsoft Teams account. Using a paid account means that you can have any number of attendees or you won't be limited to a specific time frame for your meeting. The other thing you'll need is a Facebook page for your organization or group that the person going live is an admin on. So we're using the example of a page because it's a lot easier for people to access. You could do this on a group or a profile, but in this example, we're using a Facebook page. One thing I found really helpful when hosting these sort of events is to have specific roles assigned to the people involved. The roles that I've included today are the tech whiz. This is the person that will be going live from their laptop. They'll need to be an admin on the Facebook page, like I mentioned before, and have a fairly trustworthy internet connection. Number two is the monitor. This is a person or persons that will be watching the Facebook comments and any messages that are coming onto your page while you are live. And then this person will also have the responsibility of feeding any comments back to the host. The tech whiz can also help out with this once everything is live, but it's really helpful to have a specific person responsible for tracking the comments and feeding it back to the host. So that brings us to the next person that we want to assign a role to, and that is the host. This is a typical role at an event anyways, so this is the person that will be leading the conversation. They'll be sent any relevant questions from the live stream to address themselves or to bring to the other speakers. The monitor can send questions and comments from Facebook to the host through a conversation within the Zoom or Teams account chat function or by sending texts or WhatsApp messages. That's something that can be decided between the two of them. The next role is the speakers. So these are people that will also be presenting or speaking during the event alongside the host. If you can, make sure those that will need to be actively involved in the meeting conversations do not have to focus on other moving pieces. So this includes ensuring the live stream is maintained or reviewing comments and left on the stream. Make sure that they are just there for their responsibility to present or speak. The last role is the audience. So this is anyone that is tuning into your live stream. So once you have the date set for your Facebook Live event, there are a few other things you need to get in place. The first one is you need to decide who will actually attend the meeting. So who is actually going to be getting the Teams or Zoom link. This is when you will choose a host and invite others that you would like to have speaker present. You may also decide to have a few other people attend in the meeting that may not speak, but you would like to be there. So this could be support agencies, board members, or any other sort of important figures in your project. It is also important to include anyone who may not have Facebook but wants to attend in the actual meeting. Keep a list of all the people that have confirmed to attend to make sure that nobody's joining who shouldn't be. Next, you're going to want to set a date to do a tech run through. So at this point, we're all pretty comfortable working online, but taking 30 minutes to do a quick run through of how the event will go is useful to everyone involved and helps it run smoothly. During this meeting, go over the agenda or the order in which you would like people to present and answer any questions they may have. One other thing you want to have organized is making sure that the host is comfortable with how they'll be receiving questions and comments. So you want to make sure that you're choosing the method that's most comfortable for them. For example, if you're using the chat function on Zoom or Teams and that's just too many things happening on one screen for them, it might be easier if you send messages through WhatsApp or text directly to their phone. Alright, time to start talking about the actual process of going live. We'll start off by going over Zoom. If I'm being honest with you, this one is a lot easier than using Microsoft Teams, but we'll go over that a little later in the video. To start, you're going to sign into your Zoom account. Like I said earlier, this should be a paid account that can host multiple people and doesn't have a limit for how long your meeting will be. Now we're going to enable your Zoom account to live stream on Facebook. To do this, go to the Advanced Meeting Settings. This should be titled In Meeting Advanced. Scroll down this section and you will see Allow Live Streaming of Meetings. Turn this on and select Facebook. There are other live streaming options, but today we're just using Facebook. So now when you open a Zoom meeting on the toolbar, you're going to see a section that says More. When you open this, there will be an option that says Live on Facebook. This will allow you to launch. Before I show you how to go live, I'll just give you a few more tips on how to prepare during the actual day of the event. So before you go live on your computer, you make sure that you have anything unnecessary closed on your laptop, such as browsers or your email or other windows you may have opened. This will allow your computer to run faster and save you any trouble of accidentally opening the wrong thing when you go live. Ask all those that are attending the Zoom meeting to join at least 10 to 15 minutes beforehand. This will give you the opportunity to go over the agenda or schedule again and answer any last-minute questions. It's also a good opportunity to make sure everybody's there. It can take a minute or two for the live stream to start up. So before the tech whiz goes live, they should ask everyone that's in the meeting and won't be talking first, so everyone but the host, to please go on mute. When live, only the person speaking will show on the screen, so you won't have all the little boxes of the participants. It'll just be the person who's speaking at that point that comes up on the live stream. Alright, so going live. When you go to More and click that Live on Facebook button, a Zoom tab will open that says Live Stream Zoom Meetings to Facebook Live, and will be connected to your personal Facebook account. Now you'll choose an event title and put a description. Remember, these will be part of the recording that saves to your Facebook page videos, so a title and little description are helpful for those that may watch it at a later point. Now decide where you want the live stream to be hosted. In the drop-down menu, select Share to Your Page, then select the page that you're representing tonight. If you're an admin on multiple pages, make sure you're choosing the right one. Then you click Go Live. All those in the meeting will be able to see when you are live because an icon will pop up in the left-hand corner that says Live on Facebook. But it might be useful for the tech whiz just to quickly say, Host, we are now live, and they'll know when to begin the event. Once you hit Go Live, your live stream is going to open up on your Facebook account. During the live stream, there are a couple things that you can monitor that are really interesting. So within the live stream, you're able to see the number of people viewing in the corner. Once you go live, it is good practice to go to the comment section of the live stream and leave a comment from your organization's page saying, please leave any comments or questions here. This will invite the conversation to begin. You may find that at the beginning people are hesitant to start leaving comments, but it is a good practice to just invite people to use that space. Once people start to leave comments, the monitor, with the help of the tech whiz and anybody else that is on hand, can start to review the questions and comments that are coming in through the live stream, as well as anything that's coming direct message to the Facebook page. Keep in mind that the live stream is a bit delayed, so the audience isn't seeing everything in exact real time. This can get a bit confusing when people are leaving vague comments that relate directly to something that they just heard, but that might have been said in the conversation 30 to 45 seconds earlier. Alright, so stopping your live stream. The event's over, you've had everybody speak that was meant to speak, and you took time to get to any questions or comments that might have come in to you through Facebook or Messenger. It's important to keep an allotted time for these meetings, and if you're not able to get to every single question or comment that came in, just let people know that you'll respond to them at a later date, either through email or through the Facebook comments. To stop the live stream, you can click the More button and select Stop the Live Stream, or you can go to the Live on Facebook icon and there's a little arrow you can drop down and click Stop the Live Stream. This can seem a bit anticlimactic, but all the participants will see the live icon disappear, and then the tech whiz can just let everybody know, alright guys, we're no longer live. When you stop going live on Facebook, anybody that's still watching the video will just see a black screen that says this video has ended, and it will shortly be saved into the video section of the Facebook page. Now that the meeting is over, it's a great opportunity to debrief with everybody about how it went and highlight any questions you weren't able to get to. The stream recording may take a minute or two to save into your Facebook page's videos, but to find that, you can go to your page's main screen and select videos. Alright, so that's Zoom. Now I'm going to start talking about how to use Microsoft Teams. So keep in mind a lot of the bits and pieces I talked about, in terms of a tech run through and other ways of communicating with the people involved in your event are the same. I'm just going to go through the process of actually going live with Microsoft Teams. So I mentioned earlier that Teams is a bit more complicated, but it's really useful to know how to do this if you're inviting anybody that isn't able to access Zooms. One thing to note when using Microsoft Teams is that the tech whiz will want to have the window open for Teams, not using the browser. It is possible to use a browser, but everything will run a little bit smoother if you're using the desktop app. So the main difference is that unlike Zoom, you're not able to go live directly from Teams. You're going to have to use what's called a third-party streaming service. So you'll do this through obtaining a service such as Open Broadcasting Software, or OBS. This isn't too complicated. It's a free software you can get and download directly onto your computer. So the one we're going to use today, and just a really easy service that's free like I mentioned, is obsproject.com. This works on both Windows and Mac. So the first thing you're going to do is you'll go to the site and you'll install the OBS. Once you have that done, you will see a black screen with lots of different options, and it can look pretty complicated, but don't worry. The first thing we're going to do is to add a source. So go to the plus button in the source section and select Window Capture. Once you select the window capture, it will say Create New. Name the window Teams Window Capture, or whatever it is you want to name it. Now you need to choose which window to capture. Use the drop-down menu and select whichever one says teams.exe. So it'll likely have the name of whatever the meeting invite was. So example for me, it's the Facebook Live test. Now you'll see your meeting and what will be captured. You can change around the view if you want. So the red box is the area that you can control, and you can manipulate it while clicking the Alt key and using your mouse to move around the box. To set up the stream, go to the Tools menu and click on Auto Configuration Wizard. Here you can optimize for streaming or recording. Stick with standard base resolution, so choose 60 frames per second as your preferred. Really, you just need to keep clicking next. All the suggested settings are pretty good. Now you can choose the service to stream to. From the drop-down menu, choose Facebook Live, then select Get Stream Key. From here, a Facebook browser is going to open that says Live Producer, and you will be able to set everything up. First, we're going to go to the left side of the screen and choose where you will post to. Be sure to do this or it will automatically choose to live stream to your personal timeline. Choose Post to a page you manage, then select your organization's page. Just like in Zoom, you're going to put a little description and title, which will be included in the saved video on your Facebook page. One cool thing about using this method to go live is you can publish as a test broadcast. So if you want to try this out before the actual event, you can select this option and only you'll be able to see it. Before you press that big Go Live button, head to the right side of your screen where you will see the live stream setup and a section called Stream Key. Copy the stream key and open the OBS again. Paste the stream key in the stream key section. Select yes for the bandwidth test if that pops up. Once the testing is complete, select Apply Settings. Now on the lower right side of the OBS screen, you'll select Start Streaming from those options. On the Facebook page in the bottom right, you will see a small black box that says Connect Streaming Software to go live. Since we've selected Start Streaming in the OBS, it will start reading Connecting Live Video. The Tech Whiz will now be able to see the meeting video in that screen section and can hit Go Live in the bottom right hand corner of the Facebook screen. This can take a minute to load, but just have everyone muted like we did in Zoom, and then you'll be ready to go. The one important thing to remember here is that unlike in Zoom, the meeting attendees aren't able to see that they're live, so the Tech Whiz is going to have to go into the meeting, unmute themselves, and say, "Host, we are now live," or something along those lines so that they know to start the event. Once everything is up and running, the Facebook Live producer will show your video and monitor the views, reactions, and shares of everyone that's watching your event. You can see the comments in the left-hand side, which is really nifty. Just like before, it's the time where the monitor and the Tech Whiz can keep track of comments or questions and then pass them along to the host to be addressed. Again, make sure that the host is comfortable with the way that they're receiving these comments. When you're ready to stop the live stream, go to the lower left-hand corner of the Facebook browser and select End Live Video. Then open the OBS and select Stop Streaming. Now you can tell everyone in the Teams meeting that you are no longer live and start debriefing with the group. Just like in Zoom, the recording of your Facebook Live event will be saved in the video section of your Facebook page. It might take a minute or two to be there, but it will be saved. In the days following the event, you can share the video on your page to make sure people know where to find it, or you can copy and paste a link to anyone that wants to watch it directly. It's a great resource that you can share wide with anyone that wasn't able to attend. Also, make sure you're marketing your event ahead on Facebook. Since this is the platform you're going to be using, make sure people know where your page is, they know how to join. It's pretty simple. You just have to tell people to like your page or come to your page on the day of and click onto the live stream. It'll pop up immediately. But if they do like your page, they'll get a little notification to say blank organization is now live. So that was how to use Facebook Live to live stream a Zoom or Teams event. I hope it was helpful and it can help you connect with your community.